G'day iRiders, my name's iRide, my channel's iRide Tas, and these are my motorcycle adventures in Tasmania, Australia. And this is the first in a series of videos that I'm making about my trip up through the Highlands. I'm on a couple of weeks leave from work, and so for the next few days my wife, who's in my Navara up the front there with our dogs, and me on my XR250L will be up in the Highlands of Tasmania enjoying some time off.
Sir, we are very sorry. The doctors have analyzed your scans. Their verdict is unanimous. Your infliction is very serious. It is inoperable. There is only one chance of being cured.
Eat, sleep, ride, repeat. Eat, sleep, ride, repeat.
Just climbing up Tiger Hill at the moment, and it's referred to as Tiger Hill basically because in the early 80s there's a really credible Tasmanian tiger or thylacine sighting. It's always interesting when you ride or drive around Tasmania. You'll see the Tiger Range or Tiger Hill or Hyena Hill or something like that, and it usually indicates some sort of history in conjunction with the Tasmanian tiger. Pretty heavily forested through here, which is nice, protecting me from the wind. And this road, these corners are what's called the fish hooks for obvious reasons. There's a huge fishing culture up in the Highlands of Tasmania, and hunting culture and off-road motorcycle and vehicle culture. So this is the most common route that people take up to the Highlands, and that's tar for the next 20k or so, and then it'll turn to gravel from there. Yeah, the fish hooks are a pretty famous bit of road. Fun to drive, fun to ride, particularly on a road bike. But you're forced to turn around at the top of a hill if you're on a road bike. This is an amazing valley through here. This classic glacial valley. Absolutely gorgeous bit of the road. Yeah, magic spot. As we're gaining altitude, starting to cool down pretty quickly. Pretty heavily dressed because they had a bit of snowfall up here overnight. All the reports I could find on the internet were that the roads were clear, climbing pretty steadily. I think Deloraine's at about 200 meters. By the time we get up here, we'll be up around 1300, I think, so climbing pretty steadily. So through here, a lot of it is actually World Heritage area, so it's going to be quite spectacular scenery. The roads are in pretty good condition. Orange guidepost there if you're wondering. Snow indicator. Coming through here is one of the most spectacular bits of Tasmania. Liffey Valley on the left, Quamby Bluff, these basalt columns to the right, getting into subalpine habitat now, very exposed, low-lying scrub. This is one of my favourite bits of Tasmania, and I've wanted to ride it for a long time. Ridden in icy conditions before. Very cautious, very slow. Only doing 70k an hour. Temperatures drop dramatically. I think it's down, feels like it's about, feels like it's sort of pretty close to zero. It's all good. Central Plateau Conservation Area. Magic spot. Look at it. Pine Lake. Some of the lakes up here are man-made, flooded as part of hydro scheme, and some of them like this are glacial tarns, and the glacial tarns are absolutely spectacular. Look at these trees. Very old, very spectacular. Moulded by the brutal environment that's up here. Snowing slightly at the moment. I think some of it's wind blowing more than anything else. I love this bit of Tasmania. I love living and riding in Tasmania because of this. It's not the place if you're not into cold weather, but if you can handle that, then look at what it has to offer. So a lot of these are snow gums. You can see the bark sheds, and you get the beautiful combination of sort of coral coloured, yellow, green. Give it that stripy appearance. I think my air-cooled engine's going to be struggling with overheating or anything. So this is Great Lake Lookout coming up. This is the second of our rendezvous points I spoke about to just make sure that everything's going okay. And this is also the end of the tarmac. It's Great Lake in front of us. Spectacular view. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the first part of this series of videos. Catch up with you shortly.